It's Adrian Bowes, CEO of Adrian Bowe Auctions and Training, and also Chief Auctioneer for Ray White, the Tesla Group in Quakers Hill. It's Sunday, the 25th of May, and I'm coming to you for the weekend auction wrap for Saturday the 24th and Sunday the 25th of May. Firstly, to provide you a holistic national auction viewing, if you will, of how we perform throughout the nation. And this week we had just over 1,600 auctions as a country, which is down this time last year where we had just over 2,000. So those inventory levels are certainly down, which we hope to see loosen up a little bit with interest rates starting to be on a downwards trajectory now, given that underlying inflation has become within the RBA's mandate of that 2 to 3% band. Now, the auctions numbers were dominated primarily this week by Melbourne, around 800, which is good to see, and then Sydney, we had around 650 auctions, and then obviously the rest of the cities and states to make up those other numbers. Now, CoreLogic, an outstanding repository and distributor of data in the real estate space, have advised us that that residential real estate as an asset class has now risen to an incredible $11.3 trillion. That's up not long ago from around $11 trillion, and they're able to extract that data through sales, but also through valuations as well throughout the nation. And what an incredible comfort that provides to buyers and sellers of residential real estate, also knowing that as an asset class, it outweighs the combined value of the three major other asset classes, being superannuation, the ASX, and commercial property. They've also advised us, CoreLogic, that the home value index, which is that Dow Jones of real estate, if you like, which advises of the total value of property for the rolling quarter forecast, is up 0.7% throughout Australia. Now, that has been due to an increase of about 0.5% in the capital cities, and regionally around 1.4%, which is terrific to see. And I still think there's that lag effect of those booming regional areas post-COVID, where in some instances around that COVID period, we saw increases of 40 to 60%, which was absolutely outstanding, and good to see that there's some maintenance level at those property prices. Then we come back to a little bit more locally on behalf of Ray White, the Tesla Group, Quakers Hill, Sam Yazdi, the Persian Prince. What an outstanding agent and his team are, where they conducted an auction at 44 Graham Street in Duneside. That is Sam's area of specialty, and my co-auctioneer 𝐓𝐢𝐻𝐿 conducted an outstanding auction there where they had 20 registered bidders for this particular property. It sold for $1,375,000. That's about 150 over the reserve price, and that was a record for Duneside for a 3-bedroom home. So terrific outcome for the team. And then I conducted some auctions for Josh, and we had some outstanding results there as well. Firstly, we're at 52 Vickery Avenue in the Ponds, and this is on behalf of Josh and his team, Ben, Maren, Sam, all terrific at what they do, militant in their approach, both in terms of servicing buyers and also keeping the owners very, very forensically updated, and of course me being able to communicate with the buyers and the sellers on the day, and assisting in putting some deals together. Now, Vickery Avenue in the Ponds sold over the reserve price, $1,710,000. Very competitive auction. We had 5 registered parties, and that was a beautiful oversized 5-bedroom freestanding family home. home. Then we went to 16 O'Brien Street in Mount Druitt, also an outstanding home in terms of being a 5-bedroom family property there. That was an extremely competitive auction, once again selling over the reserve with 8 registered parties, and that was for $1,310,000. Then we finished up at 85 Davis Road in the precinct of Marryong there, and that was 986 with 4 registrations, again above the reserve for a 3-bedroom single level home. I hope you've enjoyed my update. I'll see you next week, and as always, live with virtue and God bless.